Hey, sixth graders, happy Tuesday. Just wanted to let's get you going today. So I'm gonna probably try to keep this short. We're gonna keep up with our skill drill quiz stuff. In class, I'm gonna go over it. Those of you that are at home, I went over it already. Again, yesterday, I want to review for you what I learned from the quill quiz. Um, Basically, we really need a lot of work with everything, especially capitalization didn't go that well, singular versus plural didn't go that well, sentence combining didn't go that well, and possessives didn't go that well. So we need to circle back, and we can't move on until we really got those skills. You're going to need them in seventh grade. All right. So the number 7. So if you think about it, we went 1 through 5, and now we're going 6, 7, 8, 9, and probably not to 10. More capitalization. And here's what I'm noticing is that actually you guys are capitalizing too much. So if you think about it, like what do we capitalize? We capitalize things that are one of a kind, objects, animals, people, or names. They're all capitalized, all right? You do not capitalize general things like sports, oceans, rivers, directions, or seasons, unless it is part of a name. Okay, so let's go through it. I love cats and dogs. I saw that in your quill quiz that you capitalize cats and dogs, but we don't because there's a million types of cats. There's even like only a specific name of a certain cat, like a tabby cat's a type of cat, but there's a lot of sort of tabby cats. But a Siamese cat comes from a name, Siam. It's a name of a country or a region. So those kinds of things are definitely, if it belongs somehow to a name, it has to be capitalized. But cats and dogs, just lower C, lower D. Baseball, because I love baseball because it is a great sport. Again, baseball, yeah, you might say, Mr. Slaby, there's only one sport of baseball, but it's a pretty broad sport, right? It's played a million different ways. Baseball covers a billion teams and a billion people playing it. So it's so broad, it's lowercase b. And sports in general, there's a million of them. So never capital S, sport, unless it's the name of something like Sport Magazine. There was literally a magazine called Sport. That'd be a capital S. That ocean is called the Atlantic Ocean. Again, an ocean, there are only a few of them, but they're not one of a kind. So you don't capitalize ocean, especially when you could say like there are oceans of possibility out there. But I would say lowercase that ocean, so that body of water, is called the Atlantic Ocean. That's part of its name. Okay, ocean here can't be separated from Atlantic. All right, last one. We are heading south in the summer and should hit South Carolina. Okay, again, this is where it gets really confusing. So we got two things going on here. Any direction, I'm going north, I'm going south, I'm going west, I'm going east. That's lowercase because it's just a direction, right? It's not that specific. It's just, right? However, when we talk about a name, South Carolina or the South, it's the name of a region, a very specific region. If we say the South, we know we're talking about Alabama, Louisiana, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, Mississippi, right? We're talking about the South. We know we're not talking about California. We know we're not talking about Washington or New Hampshire. So those are very specific things. Therefore, it's a capital S. Well, that's part of its name, South Carolina, right? If we were saying we should hit the South, then it's a case of, right? It's a region. So, but we're not. So right there, South is a direction, lowercase, it's part of a name, capital S. Summer, this is the only thing that gets really confusing. You never capitalize seasons. They're just not. I know that it seems like you should. I get that, but you don't. It's like you don't capitalize math, even though we all know what math is. You capitalize English because English is part of a name, England, or Spanish, Spain, or French, France, but you don't capitalize math or science because they're really broad, like sport. Okay, so that means today I want you to practice. So, like usual, this time we're rewriting full sentences. So there's 7 of them. I have 6 here, but there's 7 total. That's in Schoology. So I want you to click on that, make a copy, and then you're going to submit that today. It's the only thing you're going to submit today is that. All right, now let's move on to next phase. So if you've been following along with all the work, you should have 3 paragraphs, right? This was the one we wrote last week. This was also the one we wrote last week. So this was Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Actually, I think it was Thursday was this one. Friday was this paragraph. And then yesterday we wrote the compare contrast. You had a choice for these two. I didn't want a choice for the third one. Okay, now we're moving into like assembly. Okay, we're not editing yet, but we're in assemble. So here's the thing. I want you to think about these questions. Where would adding a chart help to make your writing more believable? Where would an image enhance your writing? Where would a map or a graphic be more convincing? Where would a text box add a little more information? Where would an information sell an illustration? How about this? Let's go image or illustration help sell your idea. And then I would say caption, right? So these are really the questions you got to be thinking about. Because let me give an example. If I gave you this, all right, so the projected number of attacks for the last decade are 4 times the number of attacks reported. Let's just put dog attacks. Dog attacks have risen. So there's a bunch of information here about dog attacks, right? I got a picture here of some nice looking dogs. Does that help my page? Or is this better? Right? This is a decade by decade analysis of dog attacks by the beginning of 2021. So now I have a chart, right, that shows the viewer, oh, it's rising. Okay. Then I have some explanation that says that this is showing that dogs are ready to take over the world. Ooh, you've got me more convinced. And then I have a picture here of a dog showing its teeth, right? And I even have some vocabulary with some, like a little definition down here, which looks more legit. Are you going to believe someone who's got a page like this or someone who's got a page like this? This one is a stronger argument. It looks more official. It looks more like science-y. It looks more textbooky. It's hard to look at this and not just see like a slide that any one person put together, used a Google slide. This one seems to have more purpose, right? There's a chart we made, and I did it in Google Sheets, which I showed you how to do. So that's the whole thing is today. Like, I want you to like really consider. So here we have a page, there's a heading, right? Then we have our paragraph. Then we have a fact box over here. We have a picture and a caption. So there's a lot going on here that is like, it looks official. How about this one? So here's the thing. This person decided to put what kind of paragraph they have, but look at this. 2 things are wrong here. 1, actually 3 things. There's a huge heading. Who cares? Descriptive? Does your reader need to know that it's a descriptive paragraph? No. It's not even spelled right? There's an I missing, and it's lowercase. Usually headings are capitalized. There's a lot here that tells me this is not legit. And I haven't gotten past the heading. So right there, I got 3 problems, and I'm like, oh, this is garbage. I expect them from then on probably to see some mistakes. This Paris is probably what the heading should be. And this one right here, Paris has a total of 1,803 monuments and 170. It also has 450 parks and gardens, right? This is a list of facts. It doesn't really have a paragraph feel to it. Normally, the first sentence of a paragraph kind of lets you know what's coming. Maybe something like, hey, Paris has a lot of things to see. That would be a topic sentence. And then they start listing them. It just dives right into the facts. Who cares? It's boring. I don't want to read it. And then these captions, these are just Google images, right? I don't see anything more. What is that? What if I don't know what the Eiffel Tower is? What is this street right here? I would like to know. Where are we in Paris? So there's a lot missing here. Same thing about here, right? We got some capitalization missing. This is fun facts, but it should probably be separate because it's different than the paragraph. This one, interesting. Everything's kind of smashed together. I feel like it's not bad, but it's a little smashed together. I don't know if I love that. This is a timeline, but it's the whole page on a timeline. Is there a way? This is cool looking, but is it the right way to do it? Is this maybe just there to be more here? Should there be a paragraph here as well to explain all this? So those are the things you're looking for. So once again, here's your assembly of requirements, right? You need everything that's green, you need one of, for sure. Anything that's red in the box, you choose one of the 2 so that you have a total of 9. So the goals for today, have all 3 paragraphs done. Go to step-by-step slideshow if you really need the steps. So this is always available to you. Gives you kind of like the rundown, right? Then you're really trying to get to 4 pages of Book Creator setup. We need a title page, which has a title. A page 2 would be your paragraph 1. Page 3 would be paragraph 2. Page 4 would be paragraph 3. And then you're going to start adding these elements to make your idea more believable. And then you need 9 elements minimum. So that's the plan. It's going to be a lot of work. And then we're saving kind of Thursday, Friday for polish and editing and final touches. So there you go. Our goal is to finish by Monday, the 19th. Okay, even though I hear that might not be a school day, but hang in there. All right, everyone, take care. Let's go to work and work hard. Hey, Lulia.